Big and welcome to a video about Black Desert Online, and I wanted to ask the question of whether or not Black Desert Online was actually the next step in MMO revolution, or sorry, evolution. Um, the question being asked because it has been getting great praise. It's been really hard to say bad things about it. I mean, just a couple things for bad things, like the community sucks from the company and in game. There's no real player to player interaction. But I'm only level 32C, so I haven't gotten to end game yet, so I don't know if it hops up from there. But I mean, the community just doesn't involve themselves. But I do think that's because they're too time consumed doing fun things on their own. Now the question becomes relevant whether or not this game's revolutionary. What makes it different is when we look at the developer and their pay model. I think what made the massive multiplayer originally revolutionary was the monthly payment system. But nobody really knew what they were doing with paying $15 a month, why they would do such a horrid thing that's $120 per year. No, my math's way off. Or is it? No. Yeah. Somewhere around that, it's a nominal fee per year. But anywho, in Black Desert, now we buy the game initially, like we did in the golden ages of gaming, or like we do, with any other normal single player game. And I do feel like this game is closer to a single player game, but it's still a great game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Keep kind of hopping off track here, but what makes this game revolutionary is it's popularizing the idea of the cash shop, and to show how much frickin' money companies can make off the cash shop. When people saw how many subscribers World of Warcraft had, that kind of was a big glowing sign to developers. Holy shit, they've got what were they up to, like 16 million subscribers at one point? That's $15 a month times 16 fucking million. That's a lot of money. Now, I think that was a big glowing sign to the East, and they came up with the idea of the cash shop. Everybody hates the cash shop. Everybody hated the cash shop, I should say. And nobody really understood why there was a store inside of a game. What Black Desert has done is turned the Pearl Store into a very, it's almost comical, this one, a very non-aggressive looking, kind of revolutionized way of marketing. Now, this doesn't really look like anything that you see. There's no prices here. There's no cash, there's no dollar signs. They can get away with it, that's perfectly legal. And there's very subtle colors. Now, if we were looking modern day advertising, this would be like, here, look at this. You should really buy this item right here. Or, brighter color. This is like the most subtle palette you could get. There's a bunch of numbers to confuse you, a different bunch of buttons, so you're like, oh shit, I gotta buy my damn cash, and these go down in, descending order. So, I think people are okay with this cash out, because I see a hell of a lot of people running around in these gully suits, and the problem where that affects the game is I'd say the vanilla armor look, or the non-cash shop armor look. It's very dull and drab and dry, but I think this guy looks pretty cool. And it's just, kind of went to town on his face a little too much. I think I spent a little too much time on that, but that was fun. And the armor is kind of bland. And I think that's because they are focusing on making armor for the cash shop, and they want to release that as time goes on, as that is the only incentive they have to keep you playing. But it goes full circle, as since the cash shop's there, there's still a reason to keep you. The monthly fee is no longer a keep playing, pay us per month, we'll keep producing content. Now that's done through the Cash Shop, and now I think the numbers are going to be more behind the scenes. They're not going to be the wow subscriber count, you know, not actually World of Warcraft, but holy shit, subscriber count. Let's jump on that bandwagon. So I do think this game is a little bit revolutionary in that popularizing the Cash Shop. I do think people should be a little more careful on how much money they're spending. I've got my dog here. No idea how much money in dollars I spent. I'll see it on my bill though, and I know it's like $25 for a full outfit. That's crazy! That's crazy! For an outfit, like a digital outfit in games, $25. But people are paying it. And I hope none of those people complained about paying $15 a month for monthly produced content, or at least content patch. Now, if you want to go back to the traditional days, Final Fantasy XIV is doing that very well. Yoshi P and his team of devs has stuck to the traditional, we make awesome content, you pay us every month to do it, and he does not fail to disappoint. I played Final Fantasy XIV for about 2 years, and every night before a patch came out, it literally was the exact same feeling as Christmas Eve when I was a kid. I was so fucking excited. I'd stay up all night, rolling around, tossing in my bed if I even laid down in bed. And as soon as the servers came up, it's just a glory feeling. If you haven't felt that yet, go ahead and give Final Fantasy XIV a try. It's a much different game. It's a much more group-oriented game. The community, everybody knows everybody, and it's kind of in the opposite direction of Black Desert. But Black Desert's still great. It's fun. There's a lot of gimmicks and stuff, and I mean, there's a lot of shiesty stuff going on behind the scenes with this game. But it still makes it a great game. The shiesty gimmicks kind of pushed it towards being so good, I think. I think they wanted kind of, 150,000 front covers of this game all over the internet with this beta, and, allowing certain people to try really hard to get into it so that they can go and yell and tell their friends and scream about it when they could have included us in the beta, obviously, but I think they were also testing the Korean market before they waited for the right climate to release it onto America. That being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to open up some discussion on the other side of the sword to Black Desert Online, because we're only hearing great things, and not everything's perfect. Nothing's perfect, in fact, and whenever there is something that's perfect, we will stop evolving as humans and we'll die off, so don't look for anything perfect. It would be the end of you. Ooh.